Alright, looks like we're recording. Where'd my glasses go? I want to double check before we get too far into it. And being down here, yes, it's recording. Makes it hard to see with it at that angle.
Yeah.
Alright, folks, Grandma and Papa Joe here again. Now, let me start off by saying that Grandma's never made this before, and she ain't real excited about making it, much less on a video. Well, she was wanting to make it to try it, but doing it first time on the videos got her very nervous. She's nervous just about making it, period, huh?
Yeah.
Because it does sound pretty complicated.
You got multiple steps.
Yeah, several steps, a lot of stuff. It ain't a beginner's thing, that's for damn sure. So I'm quite proud of her for making it.
Hi guys, I'll give it a try.
Now, if you hear her get frustrated and bite at me, do not. Well, they comment on Joe's and Crystal's all the time. You know, I didn't like the way he talked to her. I didn't. You know.
Okay.
So I'm going to be telling
We
that.
snap at each other.
And if we do, guess what? We're big people. We get over it. We ain't made it this long together. Yeah, we ain't made it this long together by melting because somebody snapped.
Right.
And she snaps a lot. I mean. All right. Now, one of the things what she's going to start out with is she's been having to separate some eggs. And she did not want to do all of them on video. I don't blame her because it takes a minute. She did save one egg. She's going to show you how to. Let me lower this just a little bit more, Grandma. So we don't need the microwave as much. There we go. That's gooder. Now my tripod don't fall. Now she's going to show you the simple way. Now we have seen gadgets that will do this, but she learned the old way. One of the tricks is to try to get that eggshell to break in even half across there. And now she's going to bounce it. We call that snot. Oops, that happened to her a while ago. Let me wipe that off. And now this is, normally it doesn't fall in there, but of course she's making a video, so it does.
Make a video and it did that today.
So now she's going to rescue it out of there.
Put it from shell to shell and get all this white
and yellow separated. Now, a while ago she did this, and she went ahead and put it back in an eggshell and bounced it back and forth between her spoon and her eggshell. That one there looks good. Oh, that's a double. There you go. Do like that.
Do that.
And you want to get all that snot off of there.
The majority of it. You don't have to get every bit of it.
Right. That's good. So there, she showed you how to do that.
Didn't go as I planned, but...
Right, but it got done. And
so there's the 6 eggs separated that the recipe calls for.
And now them 6 eggs, she only busted one yolk, and she busted the yolk putting it in with the other yolks. So I thought she did pretty good. It's something I've never mastered.
Okay.
Now she has her laptop here where she can follow their recipe.
To begin with, it calls with a half a cup of cocoa powder, which I have measured up already, a 1/4 cup of all-purpose flour, a half a teaspoon of baking powder.
Oh, and stop right there a second. She figured out when we did our chicken and dumplings, the reason our dumplings didn't rise was her baking powder was owed. So she went and bought new baking powder today. So if anybody has watched it.
I couldn't find my Clabber Girl that I really like, so I got another brand, but it's baking powder.
So there we go. Okay. We had to throw that in.
6 eggs separated. 1/4 teaspoon of cream of tartar.
And that's what I was talking about on that other video. There was tartar to me means tartar sauce, and I'm like, why would you put tartar in a dessert?
This is going in the eggs when I beat the egg.
Well, it don't matter.
Whites.
It's still to me. It's
okay. A pinch of salt, which I haven't measured up. I guess I could. Hard to get a little pinch of salt, you know. There's my pinch of salt.
Right. Give me the extra, I'll trash it.
Okay. Calls for a half a teaspoon of vanilla extract.
Which she hasn't done up yet.
Which I haven't done up yet, but let me find my half a teaspoon measure. And I'll set it there with the, there's my half a teaspoon measure for the vanilla extract. And 3 tablespoons of confectioner's sugar. Okay, that's gonna start your recipe. The filling, which I haven't put up all the ingredients, calls for 2 ounces unsweetened baking chocolate chopped. I couldn't find a bar, so I got morsels. As long as you got
No.
2 ounces.
Did you mention your sugar and I missed it?
Yes.
Granulated?
Maybe
You
I-
told I don't
Granulated is 3/4 cup, but part of the recipe calls for a half a cup of it. Part of the recipe calls for a 1/4 cup of it. That's why I have the sugar separated. Okay. The unsweetened chocolate, 2 ounces, 1 package of cream cheese, which I have softened over here. 1 8-ounce package of cream cheese. 6 tablespoons of unsalted butter, softened.
think. And she keeps both salted and unsalted in her fridge at all times.
1 ounce box of 1 8-ounce box. The recipe here is wrong. It just says 1 ounce box, but I'm sure it's a 1 8-ounce box of confectioner's sugar. Teaspoon of vanilla extract. 3/4 cup heavy cream. Another pinch of salt, and that's for the
Icing or filling.
the filling. You're going to separate it once you get the filling made, and the half a filling that you're going to save out, you mix the cocoa powder and all this other stuff together, which we're going to do in the recipe in just a moment, and that gives you your chocolate for your icing on the log. Okay, we're going to start. The oven is preheated at 375. I have a baking sheet coated with nonstick. Put the paper down and coat the paper
Now,
with
what's this paper
nonstick.
called?
This is
Parchment.
parchment paper that
Not
I
wax
use.
paper. Parchment
The
paper.
recipe says you can use wax paper. I prefer to
Really?
use.
To bake on it?
That's what it says. Wax
Wow.
paper. Bottom of pan with wax paper. I prefer to use parchment paper.
Wow.
Coat with the spray and set
Good,
that aside.
thank you. I don't want to eat wax.
So there's my pan ready. Okay, in a small bowl, and you're going to whisk together the cocoa powder, the flour,
And you see that teeny tiny whip she's got?
and the baking powder. Okay, you just want to mix this all up good. This is what is going into the second half of your filling to make the frosting.
Really, they got you making the frosting this early.
No, you're just getting this together. So when it's time for it, this is already done, and you put it in your half that you saved for the frosting.
Okay.
Okay? So,
Can I get them out of your way?
I don't want to throw them away because I might need them in the
Okay.
next part of the recipe. Okay.
Wasn't gonna throw them away anyway. We
It
use
says in a large bowl, we're going to set this aside here. In a large bowl,
So what you
whip
got there?
egg whites, cream of tartar, and a pinch of salt until frothy.
So what you got this one for?
No, this has got to go on the mixer.
Uh-huh.
Egg whites, cream of tartar, and the pinch of salt. All of this, I'm going to add these together since it's all going in the same. Okay, these I'm going to beat just stiff white peaks over here in my KitchenAid.
which I didn't get it plugged in for you.
Oh, okay. There's the egg whites.
And yes, we have a TV in our kitchen. I guess I'll manually hold it for a minute.
Yes, you're gonna have to. And this is gonna be noisy.
Yep, noise alert. Turn down your stuff.
And my blade is locked in. I'm gonna turn my mixer off.
Are you gonna be over there a few minutes? I'll readjust this.
Once you get the frothy, you gradually beat in 1/4 cup of your granulated sugar until medium shiny peaks form. About 5 minutes.
I don't know if they could hear that over the mixer or not. She was saying once that gets to what?
Frothy.
Once it gets frothy, it's telling her to add in the smaller amount, the 1/4 cup of sugar. Now you're making your actual cake now, right?
This is
That icing or cake?
this will part of. This is cake.
This is cake, okay. So I know sooner or later we gotta make the cake before we can ice it.
About 5 minutes. 8 minutes till 7.
Now if we're gonna be about 5 minutes, and I will pause this unless you're gonna start doing something else.
Yeah, it's going to be about
I'm
5
gonna let that
minutes.
whip. Alright, she's gonna let that whip. I'm gonna pause you. From you. No. Alright. As you can see, that ain't a normal beater. And it's a whipper. A whisker or whipper? So it said to do this until it got shiny peaks. So that's what she's done. Now it's also telling her to start another batch of stuff. So she's going to transfer this over because we only have the one mixing bowl for this KitchenAid. So she's going to transfer all that over into the other bowl there. Need a hand? That thing ain't going to move, is it?
No, that's why it locks in. I'd say that's pretty stiff.
I'm just here for moral support. Lucky woman. You got chocolate on your butt.
I don't know why that surprises you. Okay.
Might want to take this bowl over there, or you only got to mix the two. Now she is going to add.
Now it says after you have the shiny peaks formed with the same beater, you're going to beat the egg yolks, the 1/2 cup of remaining sugar, and the vanilla extract, which I put in with my egg yolks. Okay, so we're going to do that.
That's what that brown was you seen in them egg yolks was the vanilla extract. She measured it, put it in there while the other stuff was beaten. Now I can rinse it off as soon as we're done here.
Okay. That, I'm going to go back to the beater, take my sugar with me.
Well, I'll be there in a minute. Oh, wrong sugar. And I will rinse off your little spoon.
Okay, I'm gonna start the blender again and whip this together.
And does it tell you how long or just until it?
It says, with the same beaters, beat egg yolks, remaining granulated sugar, the vanilla extract until pale and thick, about 4 minutes.
All right, then I will pause this while you get that going. So about 4 minutes and we'll be back. All right. She did stop in it during it about halfway and make sure her sides was all knocked down. Make sure the bottoms was all mixing with these KitchenAids and that offset beater. It does pretty good. However, she likes to make sure. So now she's cleaning that all up. And here in a second, she's gonna bring them. I thought you had to go the other way with it. Got a big drip fixing to drip off there. There you got it, girl. I'll stick a paper towel under it.
It's still up there. Get a paper towel. Well, I need to take these beaters off and rinse them down.
Gotcha. No, go ahead and continue with what you're doing. How do you take it off? Tell me.
Well, I don't know. Look into the recipe and see. Because I don't know. It's gonna say use the same beaters for. Get rid of that. I'll take all this back over here.
Yeah.
Okay.
Give me a second to turn that around.
Now, okay.
I had it pointed at you over yonder. All right, they can see you. I'm going to turn it down a little bit.
Where did I leave the powdered sugar at? That's the word.
Thought that was in your icing.
Granulated sugar until medium shiny peaks. And I put the flour. Okay. Next it says fold egg yolk mixture into the whipped egg whites. So that's what I'm going to do here.
Now, can you explain to them what folding in means?
It means being gentle with your peaks, not stirring. You know, you fold it in. I'll show you in just a minute.
You don't mix or...
You just start folding it in. You just fold it back on itself till you get it kind of mixed evenly in the egg white mixture.
Otherwise, I assume it will break down the egg whites again.
Probably.
Probably. You don't know. We're guessing.
I'm guessing. 'Cause
Okay, that's fine. All we can do is give them a half-educated guess.
Right. It says fold it in, so that's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna add the last little bit of it in here and fold some more.
Now, normally I would be washing this all up, the beater and all that, but it's told her on a couple places to use the same beater and
Well, the next one we're gonna
whatnot,
start.
so we're not sure.
This is just the cake. So the next one we will start the filling mix, which is gonna be cream cheese and butter and
So do I
That's
need to rinse
probably-
that, you reckon?
so we might wanna, yeah,
Okay.
wash this part now. I'll let you have this as well. This one I'm gonna do some more folding. That was a lot of egg yolk mixture. This is your cake that we are working on. Okay, that looks like it's folded in pretty good. Fold in flour mixture. I had the cocoa and the flour and the baking powder. Okay, both in 2 batches. So I'm going to put about half of it in here and start folding that in. This is making your chocolate cake.
Times like this, all we're doing is rinsing our stuff off over here with hot water. She will run it through the dishwasher later, so don't think she won't.
Okay. So now I'm going to add the other half and try to get it folded in.
And that's stiffening it up fairly well?
It's thickening.
Yeah, thickening, stiffening.
But you got to get all the chocolate mixed in because it's powder. I need another spatula to rake my one spatula off.
Okay, I done rinsed this one off. It's on its way. Oops, that damn thing come apart, Mom.
Yes, they did.
And this is why we work so well together. There's been videos, here you go, where y'all have heard her being in the background, being my backup. And this time it's just me being her backup. So it ain't a big deal. Sometimes you just don't have enough hands. That up on them edges is driving me nuts.
Yes.
That right by you here.
This way.
I know, but I've been watching it and it ain't got worked in. What she's doing now is looking to see how even it is through there. See if she
Sure
sees
got
any.
all the powder.
Right, seeing if she sees any dry powder at any place. And making sure it's an even color consistency. It looks pretty damn good to me, Mom.
Yeah.
I think you done a good job.
Okay. Now it says spread into prepared pan, which you saw. I showed you the prepared pan. So I'm gonna start putting it in here.
Now, one of the things she figured out was they told her to spray her pan with the nonstick spray, which is something we're gonna watch. Told her that so that the wax paper, the what do you call it?
Parchment paper.
Parchment paper will stay in place while she tries to move this around. You're not supposed to use no-stick spray on no-stick pans, and this is a no-stick pan. So we're going to be curious to see what it does to her pan. It ain't going to hurt the cake because she's got the parchment paper, if that makes any sense. So now she's going to try to get that even. I'm going to make more noise behind you and rinse out her bowl. And I'm just curious, Grandma, in your great years of wisdom and experience, if I'm being your sous chef, does that make me a boy named Sue?
No.
No? Okay. I'm going to sue Johnny Cash. I can't punch him.
If you can sue him either. Okay, well that's...
Right here, you got a big debit and a big mouth. Cool. And a little bit she's going to have to roll this. We're going to
Yeah.
find that interesting.
Well, that's why I use so many eggs. And see my air holes getting in it?
Yeah, well, I don't think you're going to get all them out. Just nature of the beast of what they had to put together.
Even in here, but
Yeah,
this
I don't think you're getting it any better.
right.
You're just moving around different little hollows and highs.
Okay, well,
Good enough.
good enough.
Let me have your things. Look at your doohickey. See how long.
Okay. Now it says, bake at 375 degrees for 12 to 14 minutes until cake springs back lightly when touched. So we're going to bake it.
Now y'all gotta understand, we ain't got one of them professional kitchens. We don't do professional cooking. This is just Grandma Rose and Papa Joe having a go at something here.
Right?
So, alright, so now 12 minutes you said?
Yes, 12 to 14 minutes.
What you want me to set it on?
12 and we'll check it and see if it's...
12 and we'll check it.
Yep, 12 and we'll check.
Now, are you
Okay.
going to start doing something else?
Yes.
Okay, then I'll leave this running.
Okay.
This is step 3.
Okay, I'm not going to do anything except prepare my towel. It's saying to dust confectioner's sugar on a clean cotton towel, kitchen towel. Then you're going to run a knife around the cake and the edges, one edge, the edges that don't have the paper on it, let's say, and invert onto the cake onto the powdered sugar prepared towel. Okay, you take the wax paper off the bottom of it and you roll it starting from the short side, cake and towel both. So you're rolling the cake and the towel together from the short side.
So you're going to have to leave yourself some extra towel to start your roll so it ain't rolling the cake on the cake.
Right.
Very good.
I've never tried to roll one of these things before,
Oh,
but
you ain't never made one before.
we're going to give it a try. Well, I haven't made a jelly roll or anything like that you roll.
What about the other one?
We're cleaning up our little messes here. That's my 3 tablespoons. I don't know if I missed putting it in somewhere. So,
Yeah, close enough.
maybe that's where the powdered sugar, 3 tablespoons of powdered sugar came in.
This bowl I don't want you to reuse. It had the eggs in it and it's not coming clean enough.
Okay. Leave it in the sink dishwater.
I did. I put in another one. I'll just let you know.
Evidently, this is where the 3 tablespoons of powdered sugar comes in. You're going to dust it over your towel. I think I'm going to use this.
Wow, that's 3 tablespoons?
Yes, baby.
Wow. Well, no, it just looked like a lot. I wouldn't thought 3 tablespoons was that much.
So I'm just dusting my towel with the powdered sugar.
Turn that just a little bit for And now we have about 10 minutes. And then we will come back and check the cake. And if it's done, then we will resume this. Then we'll start her filling and frosting while the cake is set up in the icebox.
While it's cooling in the refrigerator, yes.
All right, so there's that. We're going to go in the living room for a minute and sit down, get off our feet. We shall be back.
Got another 2 minutes.
Okay. All right, her 10 minutes was just up. She just checked it. She's going to let it cook. 12 minutes was up. She just checked it. She's going to let it cook for 2 more minutes.
14.
This rascal really rose a lot. So we definitely know that was the issue with our dumplings the other day. So, lesson learned. I ain't gonna tell you how outdated her baking powder was. Well, we had already told them that earlier. I mean,
Yeah, it was outdated.
So,
I heard that.
what we are trying to figure out now is how we are going to invert this cake.
On top of this towel.
We have done inversions before. That just means you're flipping it over. However,
This big.
this big and this, what would you call it? Fluffy or airy, or, you know, it ain't like it's a good solid cake.
It wouldn't roll if it was a regular
Right.
cake mix. That's the purpose of the egg whites.
So we have been discussing how we can do it. And this is the scariest part for us. It's either gonna be a success or go south now. So
Yeah.
there's your other 2 minutes.
I'll move some of this further out of the way.
What, you think it's gonna splatter?
No, but you gotta have room. You're gonna put where I don't know where you're putting your pan.
All
It's
right.
gonna splatter.
Now she's gonna check it again and see if it springs back.
Yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Well, grab it out and set it on top. Close the doors. We've done decided this is my job. So either I sink or swim here, boys and girls. Okay.
Put this down.
Let me get hold of it. I want it.
Okay, wait a second. It said run a knife
Oh, okay.
along the edge that didn't
Okay.
have parchment.
Okay. Slide it on down there. You ain't got it flat. Yeah, that made a good gap. Oops. That'll be alright. Alright. Now then, I want to try to keep the rags out of the way. We had a little bit different thoughts on how to do it. Don't burn your fingers, Mama.
I'll get it close to an end.
Yep. Bring that towel closer to me. Very good. All right, here goes nothing. You done?
Yeah.
And the dust went flying.
Okay. Now I'm going to turn it back this way. Take the parchment paper off.
This is kind of like doing the vinyl lettering on trucks. Yeah, some places it's stuck, but that's gonna make it look more like a log.
This ain't the side that's going to be long.
It don't matter. If they see inside of it, they'll think it's a log. We did good, Grandma.
We did. Okay, now while it's warm.
Well, did we leave enough towel? That's my question.
Yes, we left enough towel, baby. While it's warm, you want to start rolling it with the towel. Oh, and that rolled quite easily.
Or we don't know if it cracked or anything.
It doesn't feel like it did.
And now it's going in the ice box.
Now you're going to leave it wrapped in the towel and put it in the ice box.
For how long?
Half hour or something. Alrighty. I rolled
Wow.
my first
We
Yule
did
log.
We did good.
Okay, let's see what the
All right,
instructions.
it is 7:34.
Okay, 7.
So about 8 o'clock.
Okay, now we're gonna work on the filling for it. While cake cools, heat chocolate in microwave. Let's go back and get my ingredients laid out for the filling. Okay, 2 ounces unsweetened chocolate. Glass measuring cup.
Right here.
Okay.
Which one do you want?
I'm gonna use this semi-sweet chocolate morsels. Since I couldn't find the bar.
Yeah, you're supposed to have a bar where she could shave it for part of it.
Yeah,
And we couldn't find that. We had found one, but when she was getting ready, she said, "Oh no, that ain't gonna work."
Okay. That is about 2 ounces.
Alright. 1 ounce package. So that's probably that 8 ounce package of cream cheese.
Right.
Which you have right there.
Here's my 8 ounces of cream
6
cheese.
tablespoons unsalted butter.
Here's my unsalted butter.
1 8-ounce box of confection sugar.
Confectioner sugar weighs 4.5 ounces per cup.
So she needs just under.
My bigger glass measuring cup.
I don't think it might be under here. Nope. Must not have got it. I am not seeing it.
That's the one you said we were gonna, the eggs weren't coming up.
No, that was one of your bowls.
Okay. Well, here's one.
Yeah, bring the big one too, just in case.
Oh, I don't think I'll need it. Okay, so to make 8 ounces, it's gonna take
Just under 2 cups.
just under 2 cups.
So between 1 3/4 and 2 cups.
And I'm gonna do it in this dry measure, in this liquid measure, because it's gonna be easier.
It'd be easier to read.
Yeah. I didn't find an 8 ounce box. So we do what we can do.
So there you go.
There you go. That's
pretty much halfway between the 1 3/4 and 2 cups.
what we're gonna use.
We're gonna call that 8 ounces.
Okay.
1 teaspoon vanilla extract.
Here's my vanilla extract,
Here's a bowl if you want it.
and this is
I
1
don't know
teaspoon.
if I would worry about it.
Yeah, I'm just gonna keep.
It's
a
your
teaspoon.
laptop. You deal with it.
Okay, so and then 3/4 cup heavy cream.
Is that a nice box?
Yes.
And
The cardboard box next to the cake roll.
next to the cake roll. Oh, we got eggnog in there we haven't drunk, Grandma.
Yep.
How much of this did you say?
Well, wait a minute. I think we divided into.
Okay, then I'll just set it over here.
Let me see. Cream cheese, butter. Okay, so that'll only gradually beat in the confectioner sugar and the vanilla. Okay, so what am I looking for?
Your heavy cream or whatever.
Beat 1/2 cup of the heavy cream until medium soft peaks form. Fold into the first bowl of the cream cheese mixture that you make and beat in the melted chocolate, salt, and the remaining 1/4 cup of heavy cream. So we're going to do a half a cup
and a 1/4 cup.
and then a 1/4 cup.
Okay, you still need that.
Okay, I need another mixing
Well,
bowl.
we can pour them in these.
Give me the other one of these little bowls to melt the chocolate in.
Oh, what bowls? These?
No, I got it. I put it in that bowl.
Oh, okay. Well, you had that one, and you'll say, "Give me one," so I'll tell you.
Okay, so we need a half a cup of heavy cream and a 1/4 cup of heavy cream. There we go. Alrighty. Half a cup and a quarter cup. Okay, what other ingredients did we have? A pinch of salt. And that's going to be it.
Well, yeah, because we don't have the chocolate shavings.
Right. There's a pinch of salt. Okay, so
And
I'm
3
gonna,
marshmallows, that's for the afterward. Candy
Yes.
mushrooms, that's
Yes.
for afterward.
yes. So I'm going to melt the chocolate. I guess I'll put it in
Yeah,
there.
I wouldn't.
Put it in there before I start melting it.
We're not tired. It ain't been a long day.
You're going to melt it and you're going to set it aside to cool.
I am tickled to death that thing flipped like it did.
And then roll too.
The rolling, I figured if we could get it flipped, you could get it rolled. But I was concerned about it flipping. We never did put the M&Ms on your other cake
No,
or your other pie.
I was going to like do every other one and make a circle. Just make a couple of reef-looking circles around it
Yeah.
instead of trying to put M&Ms over the whole thing.
Well, it should still be doable now, correct?
Oh yeah, there's no problem when you do it. Okay, the 1 minute did not melt it all.
Oops.
So we are gonna try again. Different microwaves.
And she's doing it at 30-second increments.
Well, I did the minute the first time, like I said. And I need an ashtray closer over here. That stuff I haven't run for it. Okay.
All right, so what do I need to be thinking about?
I need the mixing bowl. Mix the cream cheese, butter.
Okay. So you want it over here for now?
Yep, till I get it all in there. Okay, this is
Oh yeah.
melted, stirred until it's smooth.
Oh yeah. That's smooth as a baby's butt.
Now we're going to let it cool. Okay. While cake cools, heat chocolate. I did that. It's smooth. Set aside to cool. In a large bowl, you beat the cream. Where am I at? I'm losing my place on here. In a large bowl, beat cream cheese, not cream, cream cheese.
And butter. I'm reading it for you.
Okay, I need a spatula.
Okay, and then it says gradually beat in confectionate sugars.
Yep.
And vanilla.
Okay, so we're gonna go back to the mixer.
And
Put the blade back on.
yeah, I did rinse your blade off for you. You was going with your icing next.
Okay.
Alright, you want me to hand you your sugar? Or you want your vanilla first?
Let's do the vanilla first.
Alright, here's vanilla, and you had the spoon out, so I reckon that's what you
This is
needed.
how much we needed. That's why I set this spoon with it.
And then
I'm
your,
gonna measure my vanilla out and add it slowly. Then we're gonna start adding the confectioner's sugar.
yes, gradually.
Gradually beat in confectioner sugar and vanilla. Okay, I'm putting the gradual confectioner sugar in.
Then after that, it's going to have you spoon 1.5 cups of the cream cheese mixture into a medium bowl. So, okay, you're going to do it in this one?
I guess. I don't have my clear mixing bowl.
What's it dirty? She's got some of that sugar
up on
the side, so she's knocking it down into her mixture. And set that beside you.
And we're going to add some more sugar.
She keeps slowly adding that sugar to it. Alright, do we have another measuring cup?
Oh, we got lots.
Lots of measuring cups?
I can put it right back in this cup. I'm taking the confectioner sugar out.
Okay. Now y'all see why we work together good? Anyway, we think we do. And did you see how she did her hair? I think that's pretty cool. It's making like a dough in there.
Cream cheese frosting.
Yeah, we got cream cheese frosting, but it's making like a thick dough. And it's sticking bad to the sides, the powdered sugar is. They've got a guard for them. I guess we ain't got one. Oh, it's
We
dirty?
got one. It's just easier not to use it sometimes.
Okay. She's saying it's one of them accessories that's easier to use without it.
Sometimes.
Really don't look like that's gonna make that much to put back in if you take out that 1.5 cups. Know what I mean? Don't look like it's really gonna leave much. I guess that's about 4 cups in there, ain't it? And I'm sure there's several people done left us by now. Done bored to death. Oh well.
Not a quick recipe.
Nope. No, Carlos sent some kind of tag here.
What? Well, I can't read them. What you doing?
It's a picture of tequila and lemons and tacos. Says, but Dad, all the other kids leave cookies and milk for him. Says, trust me on this, son. I know what Santa wants.
Okay, I think that is enough.
All right.
So now we're going to try to get it out of my beaters.
Now let's see. Spoon 1.5 cups of the cream cheese mixture into a medium bowl. Beat 1/2 cup of heavy cream until medium soft peaks form. Fold in the first bowl of cream cheese mixture to light. Beat melted chocolate, salt, and the remaining quarter cup heavy cream in the second bowl of mixture. That shit don't make no sense to me, Mom.
No.
That sounds like Grandma deal to me. I'm Sue Chef. Call me Sue. A hillbilly named Sue.
Okay. 1.5 cups.
That's what it says. I can't read, but
There's 1.5 right there.
yep, that's what it looks like. And I hate to tell you, but that ain't a spoon.
Well, I understand that it works just as well.
I'm just letting you know. See, that's the difference in a hillbilly and a Texas redneck. I know what a spoon is.
That's about a
No, it says a half a cup. That's where it gets confusing to me.
okay. Well, we're gonna put
Put
this.
1.5 cups of the cream cheese mixture into a medium bowl. You did that one
No, I
in a
haven't made a
dish.
mixing cup. I'm fixing to put it into the bowl.
Now, beat 1/2 cup of heavy cream until the medium soft peaks form. So I guess what's remaining in there, you're going to beat in a 1/2 cup of the heavy cream. That's how I read it.
Okay, we got our 1.5 cup into a medium bowl.
Or well, at least into something else.
Okay.
So here's your 1/2 cup. Let me read that again. And you notice, folks, how we keep rereading our directions. What do you want?
I'll set this on.
Okay.
Okay, so I've got the remainder of the cream cheese.
1.5 cups. We did that. We're right here. Beat 1/2 cup of the heavy cream until medium soft peaks form. And it says fold into the first bowl of cream cheese mixture to lighten.
Okay,
Why
so
the hell do they have you separate it to add a little bit here and then fold it together? That makes no sense
I don't know.
to me.
we're gonna put the cream in.
Well, I don't either. I guess we'll find out here in a minute, won't we?
I guess.
But see, we don't have an additional 4th cup. It says remaining 4th cup of heavy cream. You poured out 3/4 or something over here.
Okay, so did you have me add the quarter or the 1/2 cup? That's a half. That's a.
Did I give you the wrong one?
How much did it say to put in? Beat
A
1/2
1/2
cup of cream.
Oops, my
Okay,
bad.
put another 1/4 cup in there. You gave me the wrong one. So we gotta beat some more.
I wonder if shit wasn't adding up right. Right there.
Okay.
Okay, now, I'm glad I straightened her out.
You straighten me out.
I straightened you out. You're lucky you got me as a sous chef.
Oh boy.
Are you done with this cup?
Yes. God dang. Okay, how long am I supposed to whip it till?
Until it has soft peaks or something.
Okay, beat 1/2 cup of heavy cream until medium soft peaks form. I guess we're supposed to beat it with the remainder of this.
That's kind of how I read it.
Yeah.
You want me to leave you this one or?
Yeah. Okay, let's see if we form a heavy peaks. Soft
You're seeing
peaks.
heavy peaks?
I said, let's see if we're forming. Yeah, it's got soft peaks.
Yeah.
Okay. Am I gonna be beating this again?
It says defolded, I think.
Okay.
No, hold on. Fold into the first bowl of cream cheese mixture to lighten. Okay, so you gotta fold that one into that first batch you set aside. Then you're gonna beat the melted chocolate, salt, and remaining 1/4 cup of heavy cream
Okay, so this I put in the
into the second bowl of mixture. Now wait a damn minute. You need to read that again, Ma.
So was I not supposed to mix the?
Well, no, I ain't saying that at all.
Okay, well let me.
Beat a 1/2 cup of the heavy cream into the medium until medium soft peaks form. You did that. Fold into the first bowl of cream cheese mixture to lighten. So that's saying you're combining them back together. But beat melted chocolate, salt, and remaining 1/4 cup of heavy cream into the second bowl of mixture. I thought we just combined the two bowls together.
Well, we separate. I guess I wasn't supposed to whip the heavy cream with that. Second bowl of mixture. I guess it would be this bowl of mixture.
Yeah, I'm thinking you're right. We shouldn't have beat the 1/2 cup of milk.
Well, this
into
is
it.
our second bowl. It's got the, yeah, this would be called the second. Well, I'm folding it into the.
Yeah, we screwed up.
Oh, well, we're going to do what we can do and see
We
how it
screwed
turns
up.
out.
So what I'm reading is we should not have mixed in
The heavy cream with
that 1/2 cup of heavy cream. We should have just beat the heavy cream until it made soft peak forms.
Okay, well.
And then we're supposed to fold that into the first bowl.
So,
Okay.
So what are we going to do?
We're going to set that one aside. And now we're going to continue right here. Beat your melted chocolate, salt, and remaining 1/4 cup heavy cream into the second bowl of mixture.
So we're going to take this out of here and put it in another bowl?
Which one?
This is the first batch. That
Well,
we
no,
separated
what
the
I'm
cup and a
going,
half.
right. What I'm getting at is which one do you think is going to be the inside of this log?
The white part.
Okay,
Chocolate is
then
going to be,
the chocolate will go into this one, which will be your icing.
yeah. So,
I would suggest we set that one out, or break this out of what you're mixing now. And then get ready to beat your melted chocolate, salt, and the remaining 1/4 cup of heavy cream. Although that sounds like it's going to make your icing.
beat. Yeah, the chocolate is your chocolate icing.
Spread the
This
white.
part must be the filling. And this part that you set aside is the filling. And this part is making the icing. Is that what?
Yes. What you're working on now, we're going to call your icing. And we're going to add the chocolate to it, the salt to it, and the remaining 1/4 cup
Of heavy
into
cream.
the second bowl of mixture.
Okay.
So we might save it.
Spread white filling, which is the first bowl.
Right. Onto that cake deal.
Okay. So right now I need the.
Sometimes instructions get confusing.
Salt. Okay, so these three things I need over here.
Yes.
I'm gonna toss the salt in.
Salt in.
And I'm going to put the melted chocolate into there, I guess.
Well, and we just kind of, they were still gonna have you do this at a different point. We just kind of
Stepped ahead of
screwed
mine.
their steps up a little bit, but I think it's still the same
Right.
outcome.
Okay. Yeah, I think so too.
And then you're, oh,
The heavy cream.
what chocolate don't like coming off your bowls, that's for sure.
That ain't cold water.
No, this is hot water. Well, it looks like chocolate. And we've had 20 some odd minutes on your cake and ice pop. That looks like a pretty frothy icing there, yeah, that looks pretty good.
Yeah, I was wondering if it's too thin.
Well, you know it's gonna set up.
Oh, is it gonna run off my cake while I'm trying to, that's the part I'm worried about.
Well, you've got a little bit before you have to do that anyhow.
Okay.
Well, while it's setting up, while you're doing other stuff, it might harden a little bit.
Okay. So.
Alright, so what are we gonna put the cake on? You gonna work on it off that towel or put it on another piece of parchment? You gonna put it on what?
Okay, it says carefully unroll cake, spread white filling to within a half an inch of edge of cake. Re-roll cake without the towel and place seam side down on a platter. Do we have another platter other than a turkey platter?
Turkey platter's the only one I know of.
We got a patriotic platter.
Yeah, and I'm not gonna say it's cold to the touch, but it is not warm. And we do have a flat side to it now.
Okay, is it cool?
Yes, I think so. That one.
The summer one?
Yeah.
The lazy days of summer?
Well, I don't care. Do you have some Christmas wrapping paper to put on it?
No, I don't want to put the cake on wrapping paper.
Okay, then this will work. Alright, we could not find our Christmas platter. Or hell, I don't know that we even really have one.
Okay.
We have a turkey platter.
Okay, let's
So now she's gonna try to unroll it. We've had pretty good luck so far. Minor little cracks in it.
Cracking.
It's alright.
Okay. So I spread this on it.
I'd start right there by your hand. So stay away a ½ inch from your sides.
At least on the towel you can move it around.
Notice how I'm keeping my mouth shut, people.
Why?
Because I don't want to get hit with that damn tool. I'm scared of you. I'm scared of you, Grandma. If it comes out the ends a little bit, so be it.
Well, you're gonna roll it real tight.
I understand.
But the towel was to take up a little bit of space. Okay, now we're gonna re-roll it without the towel and see how that works.
Very good. Hot dogs. You gently pick it up, I'll get it under you.
Okay. Let's see where my image is here.
She cracked a little bit on us, nothing drastic.
Okay. I think it did
I
pretty
think
darn
it
good.
did damn good, especially for
A rookie.
non-professional first time. Oops, you just dusted your okay on it. I was gonna take it outside and shake it, but all right.
Let's take it in the sink. Let me get a wet cloth and wipe all that powdered sugar away. My hands are getting sticky from
All right. Now here's her chocolate stuff. If y'all can see that in there. Yeah. It's pretty soft still.
Yeah, that's what I'm worried about. Okay, let's see if we can frost a Yule cake.
I might have screwed you up on reading you them directions. All right, now.
Okay, carefully unroll crepe. Spread the filling into it.
Yep, let me right above your head.
Place same side down on a platter. Refrigerate again. That's what we need to do. Refrigerate again.
Oh, okay. So refrigerate it now?
Yes.
Okay.
Okay. It says refrigerate 30 minutes. It's very soft. Okay, then you're going to spread the chocolate frosting and use a fork to give it the ridge and appearance of bark. Make you a little knot hole. And we don't have the chocolate shavings since we couldn't find the right chocolate bar. Supposed to put some chocolate shavings on top, but that's okay.
All right, so there, I got it in there.
So now we're just gonna let this sit for the 30 minutes.
We're gonna set the timer for 30 minutes.
Phew.
So far, Mom, we're doing good.
Well, it's
All right, folks, we got a little 30-minute break. We're gonna take it.
it didn't crack and
We'll be back.
So
Okay, oh, you gonna cut that off there?
no, I'm gonna cut it off. Spread it.
All right, folks. Our icing did not thicken up or harden up, however you want to call it. So what Grandma did, she did another 2 ounces of her chocolate chips and mixed them into that. It seems to have helped it some.
And like you say, we're putting it on a cold cake, so.
Right, we're putting it on a cold cake, so that should also help it. Try to put it on a little thinner on them sides until it cools. And remember, it's supposed to look like a tree log, so she's not wanting to put it on there smooth or any of that stuff. She wants it on there a little bit rough and a little like a tree bark. And don't forget, you're supposed to save some for them little
No,
thingies.
you're supposed to put chocolate shavings and cocoa powder
On your marshmallows?
on. I may have to chill this some before
Do the fork
I
thing?
work through that.
Now there's little design things she's supposed to try to do on it. So you're gonna have a run in putting it that thick.
Well, it's got to be thick somewhere. I've got a whole lot more icing. I'm gonna get it thick on the sides.
Put some down here. It's a little thin here, and right there, there's none.
I think we're gonna stay back in the refrigerator and let it
Look,
chill.
fill up.
Chill it.
Okay. All right. With that, we should put it back in the icebox.
I'll finish icing it.
Oh, well, I thought you was talking about doing it before you iced it, or finished icing it.
Well, I might save some too.
Yeah.
Let's chill it. See if that hardens it a little bit. Can only do what we can do to recover because we made a boo-boo. So,
All right. So you want to cut your marshmallows, or are you going to do that, or what?
yeah, it's telling you how to make marshmallows. Now, we couldn't find Rolos.
Yeah, it told us to do Rolos.
But,
I want to do even half. How many are we going to have?
well, I'm only going to show
3,
them
4,
how
5,
to do a
6,
couple.
7. No, I'm talking about how many people we're going to have. That way there can be one apiece.
Okay.
So we got some kind of kisses.
These were lava cake.
Lava cake kisses. Well, y'all can't see it.
And it said to put them on top of Rolos. Dude, I still need a clean pair of scissors.
Yeah.
Work. says to cut your mushroom in half.
There you go.
Stick the cut side down to the Rolo. Well, we're going to stick it on top of a chocolate kiss because we didn't have a Rolo. Looky there. And it's supposed to create what looks like a little mushroom.
See, and that's where I was saying, put a little drop of your chocolate in there on it.
Well, they put chocolate shavings, and we didn't get the bar to shave. And they put just a little sprinkle, a little cocoa powder on the top of the white mushroom to make it mottledy looking. What did you do there?
I tried pushing out because it started falling over like that one.
I guess that's why.
That's why what?
That's why they put it on a flat Rolo. But mushrooms aren't perfect, and you're gonna group.
Well, they kind of tilt anyway.
Yeah, you're gonna.
This one, let's see if it tastes like a mushroom. No, it don't.
And I told Joe we could take our sweet milk chocolate morsels and sprinkle them around on the platter and tell them it's moose poop. You got moose in the forest with logs. Just make a few mushrooms.
Oh, okay. You gonna go ahead and do them now?
I'm just gonna cut another mushroom. You ate one. I'm not gonna cut another one. That's all I'm gonna do till I
You ain't gonna
put
do
them on the
Okay,
platter.
that's what I was getting at. One for each person tomorrow.
Yeah. And I'll do the rest of them. You just kind of group them around your platter outside your cake. And they call them mushrooms.
We're gonna pause y'all out until it's time to put that last little bit of icing on there and her do her forking thing. So we'll be back. Bye. All right, folks. Grandma went ahead and finished icing it. You see your ends.
Don't you drop my cake?
Don't drop her cake. Oh, it ain't ours. I could have swore I was the sous chef. So she has the
a fork.
yeah.
And I'm gonna try it on the side and see how. Oh, there. Look. Oh yeah. So you're just gonna rake the fork around.
You do not want to make straight lines.
No, you just want to make it. I'm gonna put a knot hole over here, some kind of a knot, and you just want to just rake it up a little bit, make it look like bark.
That's a good job, actually.
Think that turned out all right?
I think that looks damn good. Now she went ahead and
Made the little mushrooms.
made up the little mushrooms, and she sprinkled a little cocoa
Cocoa
powder on them. So she's gonna set these around it. 2, 4, 6.
I figured
8,
I'd do
9.
like maybe 3 down here and a couple just.
Yeah. One of these you can set up on the lip.
Yeah, we could. And I'm just gonna put a little tiny bit of white confection sugar.
Just barely sprinkled it, not cover it in it.
No, just around the knot a little bit, just to.
Give it a little bit of more color. That's good.
Just a little bit.
Now go ahead and set them on there. We'll show them the final look. Now, how did you get those stay together? Because we was having issues getting them to stay on.
They ain't staying on perfect. I pushed them where I felt the tip of the, and they're gonna rise a little bit, and off of these because they're not flat. My platter's not big enough.
Well, they won't set on the edges, and you leave them on this plate here until we take them out tomorrow. Y'all get the gist of it. So, there you go. Hold it up where they can see your little thingies here on the end.
Yeah, they're gonna slide around.
Yeah,
on my
they're
plate
gonna move
too.
around and stuff. So we'll wait until we set it out tomorrow and put them on it. But that is a Yule log.
That is
Our first time ever making it.
first time making it. I think it turned out pretty good.
You seen the mishaps that we had along the way, the good, the bad, and the ugly. Very time consuming.
Very time consuming.
But take what you got left there and sprinkle some of that around on your plate. That white sugar. Just add a little bit of decorations. There we go. If you get a touch more on your chocolate cake, it is what it is. Because some of that's soaking in and disappearing.
Mm-hmm.
All right, folks. From our kitchen to yours, let me adjust this a second so they might actually see us.
We can still put a few
Yeah.
milk chocolate morsels and
Yeah, so we'll wind
moose
up.
poop.
She's been talking about moose
I
poop
like
all
moose
day.
poop.
And so, oh
They
Lord,
can't
they
see
can't
you.
see me? How about if I get down here? You stand up. I can't. But from our kitchen to yours, Merry Christmas. And I hope you all have a very, very happy New Year. May the New Year bring you, or next year bring you lots and lots of good stuff. Good life, karma, the whole routine.
So,
Hope you all give
Merry
that a try.
Christmas. Yes.
Hope you
Find you
enjoyed the video.
a Yule log recipe and try it yourself.
Right? So with that, remember, God loves you, and
So do we.
y'all have
Merry
a blessed evening.
Christmas.
Merry Christmas. Bye.